guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here with my girl Alison, Align with Alison, and while I have her here because she's a very busy one, we're going to be doing a series of conversations and we want you guys to get involved. And I'm going to let her introduce herself to you guys really soon, but I'm Cassandra. My name is Ask Cassandra on IG, and I inspire men to create incredible memories with their loved ones. Alison works with ladies primarily, so I thought it would be dope for us to have a engaging conversation to talk about some of the similarities and differences that we've experienced working with myself, guys, and her with ladies, but all to support you and to get to this conversation. So Alison, go ahead and introduce yourself and we'll let you guys know what we're about to talk about.
Yes, so hello everyone. My name is Alison from Align with Alison. I am a dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with women to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve.
Yes, I love that. I love that. So today we're talking about how to move on, which is crazy to me because I feel like we already live in a cut-off culture where people glorify letting go. But when you're working with people, you're finding that they have a hard time letting go, or like, what made you want to make this a topic to even talk about? Because I feel like people do let people go really fast.
So I think in society we have a cancel culture, but the cancel culture are with strangers. So we cancel Kanye because he says that slavery was a choice, or we cancel somebody else because they use the N-word. But when it comes to our closest relationships, we are not quick to let go, generally speaking. And so I have clients who they may have let go in regards to they no longer are romantically interested in that person, but they're still holding on to some kind of hope. They're holding on to jealousy. They're holding on to anger. They're holding on to lots of other unhealthy emotions, which causes them not to be able to move forward.
Got you. So they have like the emotional, like the attachment is still there. I totally vibe with that. So why don't you get into like the steps? So you're a dope ebook. If you guys are familiar, you need to go to IG. As soon as this video is done, go to IG, sign up, follow Align with Alison. She has a really dope ebook where she goes into detail, but we're going to share some of those steps. So you have a 5-step approach to help our girls, our ladies, our folks move on. So what is step number 1?
Okay, so step number 1 seems like a very simple step. However, step number 1 is to accept the fact that it's over. And so you're like, okay, that's a given, it's over. No, I need you to accept it. So how do you accept it? If you need to write a journal, if you need to do recordings, if you need to put sticky notes around your mirror, like you need to accept the fact that this relationship is no longer in existence. It is dead. It is over. Say the words so it could be a part of your being.
So since people get caught up, right, how can somebody like really know this is over versus, like, when should a person decide, I'm going to hold on to hope, I'm going to stand in faith, versus I'm going to let this go, it's no longer serving me?
So if you've said the words, it's over, it's over. If your partner has said the words, it's over, it's over. If you are behaving like it's over, meaning you are functioning like a single person in society, you're dating other people, perhaps you're involved romantically with other people, sleeping with other people, it's over. If your partner is behaving like a single person, or they even have a partner, it's over. So saying the words or behaving in a way that shows that it's over is how you know that this relationship no longer serves you.
So y'all heard that? That's how you know if you're in a situationship or not. If it's over, but you're feeling like it's not over, so you're doing things that looks like it's not over, but it really is over, honey, it's over.
It's over.
Right, yes. So what's step 2?
Okay, so step 2 is what I tell people to avoid, which I call boomeranging. So, right, so if you know about the thing you throw out in Australia and it come back to you, right, so we're not doing that. We're not a revolving door, and we cannot allow people to treat us like a revolving door. We are all adults here. If someone has the nerve to say that this is over, or they have the nerve to move out of the house, or any other behavior that shows that this relationship no longer is in existence, then you need to accept that and not allow this person back in. At least not immediately, where you're breaking up for 2 weeks and then now they're moving back in, and then it's 3 weeks later, then you've broken up, and then a month later. Like, if you do allow this person back into your life, there needs to be a significant period of time. And
How significant?
I'm talking about 6 months, a year, because I need to show that whatever caused the breakup in the first place has now changed. Right. Because why would I involve myself in the same behavior again unless I have proof that whatever caused the breakup has been resolved? If it hasn't been resolved, then there's no point. For example, if we break up over money, there's a huge issue with money, and perhaps there's some jealousy, the woman's making more money than the man, it's a constant issue, right? And that's the root of the breakup. Why am I getting back with you 3 weeks later if I still make more money than you?
So is it possible that maybe the circumstance doesn't change, but the mindset changes?
Yes, but I need to know that there's proof that the mindset has changed. And what proof do I have? If it's been 2 months, what work have you done emotionally, internally, to change the behavior or to change the mindset? So circumstance change, mentality can change, but I need proof that there's been a change in order for me to even reconsider. And that can't happen if I'm constantly allowing you in like a revolving door.
Absolutely. And they also don't give them time to reflect or to acknowledge that this connection is actually a gift and a blessing. They just treat it like it's common. So step number 3, get off their social media.
Yep, that's how I wrote it. Get off their social media. Hey. Yes, you have to. Because it does not serve you. There is absolutely no benefit whatsoever for being on their social media. Let me tell you what you're going to see on their social media. Yeah. You are going to see that they're posting nothing. So you get nothing. You're going to see that they're posting with their friends. And you're like, well, I'm heartbroken here, right? I'm rocking back and forth eating ice cream in the dark. And they're out there having a good time with their friends, right? You are going to see that maybe they're posting a whole bunch of apologies because they are supposedly very sad about the breakup. How does that serve you? If they didn't text it to you, if they didn't call you, if they're not on your front door, then posting on social media is for whose benefit? For your friends to see? For your family to see? Again, does not serve you. Or worse, if they got a new boo, you are heartbroken. Again, there is nothing that you are going to see on that social media that would impact change. And if you like the picture by mistake,
you letting them know that you've been following.
Yep, and that's awkward, and now you look like a weirdo. Yeah. So there is absolutely no benefit. All you're doing is tormenting yourself. You're doing it to yourself, and you're causing the process to be delayed, the process of getting over to be delayed, because you're inundating yourself with these images that do not serve you. It does nothing for you.
Right.
Nothing on there is for you.
I love that. Step number 4, get rid of their stuff.
Yes.
Can I actually hop on this one?
Yes.
I think this is my favorite step.
Okay.
And it's the one that I do very quickly. I'm quick to throw somebody's stuff out. And I'm going to tell you why. So, I grew up, in a Christian-based home, and we talked a lot about spirituality and things of that nature. And I was taught that items, gifts carry energy. So, I've always felt like if somebody's inhabiting energy and they're taking up space and room in my place, it's time to get rid of it. Like quickly. If there's anything that I'm going to do first, it's getting rid of his stuff.
So absolutely. You got to get rid of their stuff. But now this is the part that's a bit controversial. Okay. It's not only getting rid of their things, like their hoodie, their basketball shorts or whatever. It's also getting rid of the things that they have gifted you. Now, when we say get rid of, you can throw it in the garbage. You can sell it. You can melt it down and make something anew. I don't know. I don't care. But I don't care if it's a Chanel bag. I don't care if it's diamond earrings.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you have to get rid of not only their stuff, but anything that reminds you of them. And now this is if you're heartbroken. If you're not heartbroken and you've moved on and you're perfectly fine, then lock that Chanel bag, girl. Like, you'd be a fool to do so. But if every time you see that bag, it brings back memories and those memories hurt you, again, you are doing it to yourself. This is not him who's breaking your heart. You're re-breaking your heart by keeping those items in your home, knowing that every time you see it, it hurts you more and more.
Completely agree. And finally, don't beat yourself up. Treat yourself. Or don't beat yourself. Treat yourself.
Yes. So we need to start caring for ourselves. And a lot of times especially when we're in long-term relationships, we allow our appearance to kind of go to the wayside. And so you need to reinvest in yourself so you can feel better about yourself. So if you were allowing your nails to go to hell, your hair to go to hell, your physique to go to hell, like, you need to reinvest so that you can feel good. And a byproduct is now you're going to be going back on the dating scene because now you're single. And so as you go back on the dating scene, you want to represent the best version of yourself, both inside and out. But the out is what we see first.
Absolutely.
So
what I love about your ebook, Alison, is that you didn't start off with number 5. I feel like when I do my research and I hear about when people talk about getting over a relationship, they always talk about taking care of yourself first. And sometimes what I think what that causes is like, it's kind of like the outer appearance is done, but the inner part is still dirty. You know what I mean? So I love the fact that you're always constantly making sure that you're working inside and you're doing those things, because the things that you're doing to like accept that it's over, that's inner work. Throwing out their things, it's really just a representation of the fact that you're trying to avoid the trauma. Because I find like, so some of the guys that I work with, how trauma shows up for them is a lot of times it's in their body. They cannot sleep. They cannot sleep because they're holding so much of the information inside that it's affecting their sleep. They might be able to, so in their waking life, they're fine. They look fine. They sound fine. They're dating. They're doing everything. Their money is right. They're focused. Like they've never been focused before, but they can't sleep because the trauma is like living in their body. So then we have to then do the inner work to purge and to get rid of these things. And they don't know it. They just don't know. But I love that you started with that.
Yeah.
So out of all these 5 steps, and we'll close out with this. Out of all these 5 steps, what do you think is the one that you think might be the hardest for your ladies to thoroughly complete?
Social media.
Really?
Social media. People were addicted. I'm addicted. You're
Hold on a
addicted.
second. So women are nosy as hell.
Yeah. You know, we're FBI agents. We belong on Criminal Minds, girl. Like we investigate.
Yes.
Olivia Benson.
Hello.
Right? So that's really difficult to do. It's really hard to tear yourself away. Also because this person was a part of your life, and so you may have not necessarily checked their profile for the sake of seeing what they're doing, but you're accustomed to being on their page and liking their photos and commenting, babe, you look so handsome today, and look at your haircut, and so on and so forth. So the social media part is in the palm of your hand. We're on it. I don't know about you. Every Sunday when I get an alert from iPhone that tells me the amount of hours I am appalled at myself how much time I spend on the phone. And so it's a part of you, it's a part of us as a society, social media. It's really hard to turn yourself away. Throwing away the things is a one-time deal. If you can really get it together and pack all their items and throw it away, it's done and it's in the garbage. You're never going to get it again.
Yeah.
But that Instagram, it's available to you 24/7.
And so what's another reason why you would have, this just came with, I know I said I was going to wrap it up, but another thought. So what's the reason behind staying away? But you did say outside of like, so I want to touch upon something regarding like the boomerang, the revolving door effect. Any other things that you want to touch upon in terms of why 6 months to a year besides proof of change behavior?
No, that's it. Like, I need proof that this thing has changed, whatever this thing may be. Now, of course, you need to know what the root of the problem is. If you don't really know the true root of the problem, then you won't know it's resolved. Right. So that takes some self-reflection, that takes some time, and then we need the work. So whatever the conflict is, I need, and it could be me, like, this is all being presumptuous, right? Like, it was him who did it, or her who did it. But even if it was me, if I was the cause of the breakup, I need the time in order to change the behavior, or in order to change the circumstance, so that it's logical for us to give it another go.
Absolutely. I think for me, the reason why I think it's a good opportunity to really disconnect is because that love, like chemical oxytocin, that's one hell of a drug. Okay? And what happens is that I feel like with the revolving door, it creates, like what we talked about in our previous video, that nostalgia, that new feeling. Same relationship, but it has that new feeling effect. And I think people kind of get addicted to that new relationship. So it's like you're recycling and renewing that new relationship, but it's still the same old problems. So it's really good to like let the 6 months to a year go by to purge and to come away from the love addiction.
Makes sense.
So that's why I would think that. But you guys heard it here. 5 steps. 5 steps.
All right, Drew Hill.
Right.
Come through, Drew Hill.
Yes, your age. I'm showing my age. I don't care. But you guys heard it here. 5 steps to move on, sis. We want you to move on. Get your bag, get your degree, get your body, get your life. Like, get it right and get it tight. for quarantine, I done turned my whole life around. I was like, I'm working from home. I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to work out 3 times a day if I feel like it. I really didn't. But I'm just saying, you could have, if you wanted to, 10 minutes, right?
You're right.
But thank you so much, Alison, for giving us these tips. If you want more detail on how to do it, please go to her Instagram, download the ebook so you can learn more, and book her. Can they book you?
Yes, absolutely. So you
Tell
can
them they can book you and
find me at Align with Alison on every platform that exists: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Clubhouse, Pinterest, and my website, alignwithalison.com. ALIGN with Alison.com.
Yes, and please, guys, like, share, subscribe, get into the comments. Which step is the hardest for you? Which step is the easiest for you? Talk to Alison and I, and we will hit you back.